Greetings and salutations. Welcome to Mad Tinkerer Gaming with me, your host, the Mad Tinkerer. Sorry about that a little bit earlier. My son got up and he needed to be back in bed, so I had to cut it real quick and then put him back in bed. So this video is now the new video for the evening. This is me streaming to you all live and in person. I hope you all come back. I did see a couple of posts on the last one right before I had to cut it off. So anyway, come on back, see me. It's all good. Glad to have you back here, guys. But I had an important question yesterday, and I'm going to get into that in this video. The question is, where do you want to start at when you come back to the game? Now, there's several questions, and I'm going to go over some of my thoughts on that. And hopefully you guys will agree. And if you don't agree, I mean, these are my opinions, so they're always open to change. I mean, throw up some stuff in here and let me know what you think after I go through my spill. I'm going to try to get other people in here, and then I'll rehash this mini intro again with them, and we'll see where it goes. But I'm going to let people come in here, and then I'll go back through the skin. But as always, welcome to Mad Tinkerer Gaming with me, and we'll start some good stuff tonight. I'm going to put into our global that the stream is up, and they can come and listen to me while I'm going through information here, and we'll see about whether people agree with me or not on where they should begin again. And it does kind of depend on how far back we're talking. Like if you stopped a year ago or whether you stopped a month ago. I mean, there will be differentiation. So we'll go through all that. All right. Now that I put that little tidbit out there, I was very surprised. We now have Bishop in our Mojo's Mayhem event right now, so this is a good event to get into right now. He's one of the guys I was going to talk a little bit about. He's not farmable, so getting him through this would be great. So I would suggest hitting up Real Time Arena if I were you guys. I know it sucks. There's a lot of bad out there, but just go in and knock it out as much as you can. Now, there will be background going on here while I'm talking and discussing stuff, but it's good to see everybody. I hope everybody's family is doing well. It's my last day before I have to go back to work, so I'm kind of sad. I didn't want to have to fight with him to get him to bed, but I'm going to have to drop him off with my family tomorrow and then go into work. So I won't stay on too late tonight. I do have to get up and function as an adult again tomorrow, which is sad. I like being off. I just now logged in and saw it up, so I'm probably going to start killing it here in a minute. But the questions that I had been asked over the past couple of days were pretty simple questions, like, hey, if I'm coming back to the game, where do I need to get into? What do I need to start with? Where do I begin again? And when I started going through things, I started looking at the current meta, right? And the meta itself is jacked up. Okay, there are no teams that are easily farmable that we would consider to be in the meta, right? Like Shadowlands, you have choke points in White Tiger and Moon Knight. You can't get them. Now, Daredevil's in Arena, Night Nurse has a node, Electra has a node, but White Tiger and Moon Knight, good luck. I mean, they're in orbs. I mean, you might get lucky, and it's just straight RNG as to what you're going to get. So, even though I do like Shadowlands, it's one that you can't get. So, when I thought of this, I was like, okay, let's go back a little bit and figure out what the best team that you could probably get currently is, and we'll push that back a little bit. Sorry, not the best team that you can get currently, but the best team that you can get currently with relative ease. The ones that you can farm or you have at least a decent chance of being able to get through gameplay. So I wanted to start by telling you, if you're new to the game or you have been gone for like a year, this is going to kind of focus on you guys. I will delve a little bit more into stuff that for people that are just a month gone or are having some issues, like, oh, I just popped back in again. So I made some notes, and I'm gonna start going over this. Um, the key point that I want people to remember, and this is from my play perspective. I've been in the game for 3 years. I'm sitting on a pretty good TCP level, um, and I feel like the game is still overwhelming for me because I'm not a whale or a kraken. I might be like a dolphin. I used to think of myself as a mini dolphin, but I know I've spent more money than that. I'm probably like a dolphin in the game. But I'm running into teams in the group I'm in now where it's like we're coming across like a 800,000 Infinity Watch team sitting defense in war, and we're like, okay, yeah, we're not going to win this one this time around. There is a dead zone, so I want to warn people about those kinds of things and what to expect when you're going to get there. But the key point is don't focus on everything. Just don't. You can't. If you come back into this game, you need to define yourself as a player. All right? You need to figure out what's important to you as a player and how you're wanting to push forward. Okay? It really is all about you deciding what drives you as a player. Okay? And from my perspective, there are always three key components when players come back that they want to focus on. Okay? Now, one of them isn't really necessarily a player component, like an individual player component, but it's when you're with an alliance, and it's kind of forced on you a little bit. So, the three components that I look at are arena, raids, and war. Now, most people are going to put war above raids, but for me, I like raiding. I'm old school. I love the raiding aspect. I was there before they did the war. I enjoyed the game a lot more when there wasn't a war aspect to it. I like just doing alliance stuff where it was, here's a new alliance raid for you all to go through. Let's go through this, and as your alliance does this raid, the more times you get this raid knocked out and beat, the better rewards for your alliance, and you unlock characters that way. Your alliance would do raids to unlock characters. War is good. It's fun, but I believe a lot of alliances out there define themselves solely on their war rank, their war status. Either you're Platinum 1 or Platinum 2 or whatever. And if you're not in those, then you're doing something wrong. Okay? And that's not the case. As a new player coming into the game, or who's bought an account from somebody, you don't really know all the ins and outs, or as somebody who's been gone for a few months, I would suggest not focusing on war as much because it's going to allocate a whole lot of resources and it's just going to push you to a point. And then if you do get into a good group based off of your TCP score, you're going to hit that brick wall real fast. So we'll go through that aspect here in a minute because this last war we were in, right now, the pairings we're getting at our level, it's either we decimate our opponent or we lose horribly. Because we've gone to I guess it was commonly called the Valley of Death. You'll get there and you just can't, you're stuck. You don't have your teams built up high enough to get through these guys who've paid thousands of dollars. Or who have massive donations, or who are these guys that I would hope I could aspire to be one day, that are content creators that are getting funded to just sit around and play games, and then they can put that money into the game, and then they're going to have a blowout 700 800k H4H and Infinity Watch team right now. So from my point of view, you're going to look at arena first. Everybody always wants to build their arena team up because it's where you get cores from, right? You get cores on a daily basis. Now in the grouping I'm in, it's really hard for me to get super high up in the ranks. Okay, I mean, you can wear it out, you can fight with it, but Black Order is no longer the top team, guys. Black Order is not the top team. Infinity Watch is the new top team, and the higher you can push Infinity Watch in arena, the better it is. However, Infinity Watch is not easily farmable. Okay, it's that cash drop. Black Order for the last year has been in the top. And they're still strong. They will still get wins, but they're not going to beat Infinity Watch. Um, so you have to keep that in mind. Um, you can have a really strong Black Order, and they're going to kind of lose. But hopefully, if you've not been gone too long, you were here for Silver Surfer and Kestrel, and those characters can add to your ability to beat Infinity Watch. Doom, if you have Doom, if you stopped because of all the changes going on and you decide, well, I want to come back, and you've only been gone a few months. If you've got Doom and Kestrel and the basic three from the Infinity Watch now, Gamora, Nebula, and Phyla-Vell, that's the Trinity makeup right there. Gamora, Nebula, and Phyla-Vell. So if you're new to the game, that's the Trinity build for your Infinity Watch. Those are the three to pump really high. Now, yeah, you will build the other ones up eventually, but you could place like Doom and Sinister. You could place Doom and Kestrel. You could uh, run Silver Surfer in place of one of the other ones, and that team will kill stuff in war like H4H and Infinity Watch teams. So, I mean, that's something for y'all to get into. So, when you're starting back, I know Infinity Watch is the hot ticket, and if you're a spender and you like to spend money, I would suggest Infinity Watch. It's going to be the new Black Order for the next 6 months to a year. I envision it to be a super strong team. I think it's going to have a lot of good things coming with new raids. I think it's drain abilities. I think once we manage to get back into Dooms again and get the blue ISO, the tier 2 ISOs, I think that team will become way better than it is even now. Um, but there have been a lot of changes in the game, and they're going to keep coming. You're going to see a lot more ISO requirements on your raids, and when those ISO requirements are on your raids, you're going to kind of get mad because you don't have them. So when you come back to the game, I want you to slowly build your ISOs on the teams that you're selecting based on your playstyle. Okay, as a raider, there are a lot of good teams out there for people to pick from. Now, if you're wanting to focus on Doom, I suggest you look at other people's Doom builds. There are plenty out there. I don't want to go through Doom builds right now. I mean, I'll probably do that a little later. But building up your Doom stuff, the allotments that we've got now, where you've got these new mini challenges, the little 3-prong challenge every day now to build up some stuff for your tech characters. Um, those are the 5 that we're talking about. I think it's bio, skill, tech, mystic, and mutant, right? So you want to pick teams based out of that. So when you first start, you're going to instantly want to start looking at 25 characters to build to be able to do Doom raids, because that will eventually be the future of the raiding game. So try to plan a little bit ahead. If not, just focus on your Ultima 7s, whichever one you're running, and pick the teams that you like. Now, that's from my perspective. You want to build a strong arena team, and I still believe Black Order will do well. I still believe Infinity Watch is number 1. Now, I'll go through this here in a little bit. Black Order is probably your best bet if you don't want to come back and spend money. If you're coming back as a free-to-play player, it's going to be your best bet just to get in there. And don't try to push to the top, all right? Like me, I'm not ever trying to push my arena rank up really high. I don't want to have to focus on trying to keep it that high. But as long as I get close to 200, like the 200 rank, and I can do that with Black Order, if you keep around the 200 rank, you're going to get 100 cores a day. That's plenty for most refreshes, plenty for whatever you're wanting to do. It'll let you do a couple of refreshes on the nodes that you're wanting to do, and it will let you gradually build your teams. Now, if you're a whale or a kraken and you're watching this, just go ham. Do whatever you need to do. Buy what you want to buy. But if you're coming back as a free-to-play player, I'll let you know that most teams, most alliances focus on war. And there are a lot of good war teams out there right now. You have defensive-wise, there's Infinity Watch, Heroes for Hire, Mercs, Fantastic Four with She-Hulk, Wave 1 Avengers, Marauders, Ox 6, especially the one where they've built up Squirrel Squirrel Girl. Oh my God, I can't talk. And then attack wise, Infinity Watch is still really good. Black Order is still really good. Hella Natural is really good. X Factor, Shadowlands. These are all good attack teams. Now, from my perspective, I try to focus more on the attack aspect than the defensive aspect because the end result of war is you want to clear your opponent, right? You want to clear them out. Now, when I went through this, I wanted to make it clear so that people could find some of these teams and build them. And to do that, to get your Black Order, right? Well, Proxima has a node, Corvus is an arena, Cole Obsidian is your choke point, like there's your bad choke point. He's in orbs only. Thanos has a node, and Ebony Maw is a legendary, but he's an easily acquirable legendary. Okay, so to start with, Black Order is probably one of the it's the second or third best team in the game. Okay, it's still going to stay pretty high. It is directly counterable by Infinity Watch now. There are lots of other ways to get around it. People have figured out how to target it and beat it. But Black Order is probably going to be your best bet. Now, to do that, you have to go through Asgardians to get Black Bolt, and you have to build the Inhumans to get Maul. So, Asgardians are great, all right? You have Hela has a node, Thor has a node, Loki has a node, Heimdall's in the arena store, and Sif is in the war store, okay? So, first, if you've been gone a long time and you don't know the Asgardians or Black Bolt and the Inhumans or Black Order, then this is for you, okay? Most people might have already had the Asgardians built, and at least two of them help you get Phoenix too. So I mean that's a great way to go. So my first team that I would start out if you've been gone for a while, or you're trying to get back and you want to focus yourself in a direction to try and not take over the metagame, but at least be kind of relevant still. Do Asgardians, and then you can go down to the Inhumans, right? Now, Yo-Yo is available in the Raid store, I've been told, and Orbs. Quake is an arena and has a node. Crystal is an arena. Miss Marvel has a node. Karnak has a node. And through that, you'll be able to get your Black Bolt, right? So that's what you want to do. You want to be able to build all these guys up and get your Asgardians to get your Black Bolt. And then build this team. You just have to have 5 of them to get Ebony Maw. And then you're going to kind of rely on Cole. Cole's going to be that throw in. He's the one that you might have to spend a little money on. But if you do it this way, if you go through Asgardians and then the Inhumans, you don't have to spend anything unless you want to buy Cole. Okay? Cole would be this expenditure. Okay? And once you do that, that's going to be a really strong team for you. Okay? You'll have 3. You'll have Asgardians, you'll have the Inhumans, and you'll have Black Order, all built. Okay? X Factor is another good one out. But Polaris has a node. Multiple Man has a node. Longshot is in a store. He pops up randomly. I think it's the war store he's in now. And Shatterstar is your choke point. There's not really anything for him other than like some orbs. I haven't seen him pop up anywhere. So Shatterstar would be your other expending point. It would be where you want to sink a little bit of money into. Okay, so Shatterstar and Cole are the ones that I believe you would want to invest in. But Shatterstar and Longshot you'd want to invest in anyway because they're really good. Now, characters to put into play outside of this, Zemo. Zemo with the Dad Bros, which are Shatterstar and Longshot, are really good in RTA, Arena. So you can get them, mix them, match, put whoever else you want with them. Emma's really good. So, Dad Bros, Zemo, Emma, Kestrel, you put all those together and you're good. Now, there are 2 big characters out right now that are like pretty much buy-it-onlys, Silver Surfer and Kestrel. So good luck acquiring those. Those are like number 1, number 2 characters in the game. They're going to be behind a paywall for a while. But if you don't push that, you don't have to worry about it. You can get Zemo, you can get X Factor built up, and slowly acquire those. So the team rankings for me, if you've been gone for a while, would be Asgardians into the Inhumans, and then the Inhumans into Black Order, build you up some X Factor. Now, this serves 2 purposes. One, the new legendary Adam Warlock is out, and you will eventually want to get him. If you're going to build up Infinity Watch, you're going to want Adam Warlock. Even though he's not the greatest character, he does add a huge mechanic to it. And I believe he, in that matchup, will make them a viable raid option. Okay? Now, to do that, here's the hidden gem. The one that I think everybody should be able to get into and start farming as much as humanly possible. And this is where I think most people will disagree with me. All right? Pimtech. You want to build up your Pimtech team. Now, they're not great in any one mechanic. They're just a decent team. You can set them in as a decent war defensive team. But you want to get Yellow Jacket, Stature, Ant-Man, and the Wasp. Ghost is hands down one of the better characters in the game. She's in probably the top 10 for me. She's a solid character. She's very useful in Dark Dimensions 4, so she'll help get your Doom. Okay? But Yellow Jacket has a node, Stature has a node, Ant-Man's in Blitz, Wasp has a node, and Ghost is in the War Store. So you're looking at Sif is in the War, Ghost is in the War, and I think that's the only ones you really have to worry about from my listing. I'm just double checking here. Oh, and Longshot. So Sif, Longshot, and Ghost. So that kind of lets you focus your war credits towards some characters that will help you get back into what's going to be the in-game content. Hey, how are you doing? I'm just trying to go over some information here because people ask me, where to start at if you're trying to get back into the game. So if you're new here and you've just been following this for a little bit, these are my thoughts on it. You can make some notes. You can post up in here anything that you think is different. But we just reviewed this. Go with the Asgardians into the Inhumans to get Black Bolt. The Asgardians to get your Black Bolt. The Black Bolt with the Inhumans to get Ebony Maw. Build up Black Order. Those are the three big key teams. And out of that, Sif is in the War Store. And I think that's it. Cole is going to be your hold up because he's, of course, an orb only exclusive, so cash into him. And then building up Pimtech and X Factor. And X Factor, I believe Longshot's in the War Store, Ghost is in the War Store out of your Pimtech. So you really have three characters in the War Store that you should focus on to make it a little bit more easier for your credits. And Sif, Longshot, and Ghost. I hope that's a easily obtainable thing. But this way you'll have X Factor built up, you'll have the Inhumans, you'll have Asgardians, and you'll have Black Order. And that won't take you to the top of the list, but it will get you to where you can focus on getting Adam Warlock. It will get you to where you can focus on getting back into arenas. And with the X Factor team, you'll be able to handle RTA, you'll be able to handle basic arenas, and hopefully that will help give you people a little push in the right direction. I think there will be other teams that come out that might make this statements obsolete. But from the perspective I'm at right now, I believe Pimtech, X Factor, and then, I've already built up Asgardians and Inhumans and Black Order, but for people who have been gone for a little while and are just now coming back, that's the way to go. Shadowlands, even though it's a great team, you've got 2 choke points in it, 2 massive key factor choke points in White Tiger and Moon Knight. So it's not going to be an easily built team. It's a good team, but it's not going to be an easily built team. Hella Naturals, because you'll already have invested in the Asgardians. You're going to have Ghost Rider, Doctor Strange, Mordu. You can add them in with those characters, and Hella Natural is really good against Wave 1 Avengers. So, this way you're building up X Factor. Hopefully you'll be able to, with Pimtech, get your Jubilee, and then with the Pimtech Jubilee combo going off, you'll get your Jubilee up there. You'll have your X Factor built. That gives you access to Adam Warlock. Your Jubilee will be on display. Jubilee helps you in Dark Dimensions 4. Adam Warlock's going to be able to be useful. Infinity Watch is going to be easily a good raid team for Dark Dimension 4. So getting Jubilee and Adam Warlock are key components. Building up your arena is a key component. And if you can't get Infinity Watch right now, just start making those plans to where eventually you'll be able to unlock them when they come out. But that was what I wanted to put out. I know people were asking about it last night in our global. So that's what I wanted to put into the game. I wanted to let people know that, and then I'm just going to get in here and sit around and play for a little while. I've missed everybody, and I wanted to put that out there so people can get into the mix. And right now, with Bishop being available in RTA, go for it, guys. I mean, go hard on this RTA. Just start wearing it out. It's good. I mean, it's going to be one of those key factors, and you're going to skyrocket. Uh, Bishop is super hard to acquire, and he helps out Axemen. Now, this was the other key component that I had in my thoughts last night. You've got two ways of thinking. All right, build up Axemen so that you can run Doom really easily, or build up X Factor so that you can get Infinity Watch, Adam Warlock, right? And right now it's costing a whole lot of gear. So that one depends on you as a player. Me, I want the Infinity Watch. I think the Infinity Watch is going to be the preeminent team for a while, so I'm trying to push Infinity Watch more than I am Doom because I have a funny feeling we're not going to get to 100% Doom raids. We're going to be doing good to get to um, like 30% or 60% where we're at because we're not huge spenders. I mean, people in my alliance do spend, but we're not like Kraken level. So for me, getting the Infinity Watch characters, focusing on Gamora and Nebula, and then making sure my X Factor is up to where X Factor and Jubilee are up to where I can get Adam Warlock up there, and then I only have to really concern myself with Phyla-Vell and Moondragon. So that would be my expenditure point right there. Um, X Factor, though, you will have a hard time acquiring Shatterstar. He's going to be the component that hurts people a lot. So, good luck with that one. That one will be a cash sink. But the game has been very well designed. When you're looking at the meta right now, you are not going to be able to find teams that you can just pick up completely through. They don't exist anymore. They all have at least one component that is locked up behind the war store drops with very minimal war store credits coming to you, so it will take a long, long time to build them up. So by the time you do get them built up, they'll be obsolete or at a lower value. So literally, this game is it's pay to win. The more you sink cash wise into it, the more benefit you're going to get out of your characters. I'm not saying it's still not free to play friendly. You can still acquire everything through free to play means. It's just it's a lot more difficult to stay relevant. Guys, give me one moment. I'll be right back. I think I hear my son up. All right. Yeah, he was up a little bit, so I had to make sure he went back to bed. All right, so thoughts. Any thoughts, any opinions on what I'd put out there for the stream at the beginning of the stream? I like to get the information. I like to get that out there. I like to get people involved. I like to put my personal perspective out there, how I would try to do things if I was just first coming back, what I would try to hit on, um, and continue to function from there. But like I'm saying, if you build up Black Order, you're going to maintain not super relevance in Arena, but you'll be able to get through Arena. Um, X Factor with Zemo and Emma and Kestrel, uh, they'll stay relevant in RTA. Infinity Watch will. So it's good to get out there and to be able to just put that out. Now, if you're talking about who to focus on those specific teams, like the Asgardians, you want to just focus on Hela, Thor, and Loki. And not even so much Loki, just get him minutely high to where he helps out. He can be good in the Asgardian team. He's good in Hela Natural. So it's one of those things where it's just a, go in and get your win on with him. This right here is going to go fast. These guys are going to wipe me real quick. But how is everybody? The strike pass I think has good value, especially if you're trying to build heroes for hire. I think the RTA pass for Mojo's Mayhem, the premium pass in it, is one of the best values in the game. I don't know. I don't know how to put it any other way than I'll show you the rewards. I mean, you're already getting so much out of it um, for the cost. So, yeah. And with Bishop being a character out of Axemen that's going to be hard to acquire, I'm gonna go out on a limb here. I'm gonna say that it's super worth it. I'm gonna try to get through this node. Get this 7.5 done and out of the way, and then I can just rest and relax till in the morning time. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to spend 20 to 40 bucks on something, that's the best value you're going to get in the game. Now I've got to focus on this Royal Guard back here just to get rid of him. Let's take out some Gamora action here. Alright, let's focus on Ultimus. I know Ronan's a bad guy in this one, but I mean, I'm going to have to take him out a little bit later. If I can get rid of Ultimus, then after him, once you get rid of the Captain Marvel and the Ultimus, the rest of it kind of falls in place. So now will be the time for me to heal and go back and just try to wipe them real hard again. Sometimes I use Kestrel, sometimes I use Phoenix on this one. I think for this run right here, let's go in here, we're going to heal. For this right here, I think I'm going to drop Kestrel and I'm going to put Phoenix in. Even though Kestrel's probably the better character, I like the Phoenix damage output. And once Ultimus is gone, the rest of this should be a cakewalk. See if we can get rid of Ronan real quick, and then we'll work on Korath. Nope, Falcon dropped. Falcon it is. Wow, that was a fast Phoenix kill. And voila. One raid down. I gotta be honest, I don't remember whether I joined the other raid or not, so that's gonna be bad. I got 8 hours left, and I don't think I joined the other raid. Yeah, that's bad on me. But this way I can get this stuff done. These guys are gonna be. They're like, where's he at? He's not done anything. He's gonna come in and hit like 5 nodes, and then it's gonna be over with. And yeah. How is everybody today? Hope everybody's doing well. Yeah, I'm trying to be chill tonight. I got to get some sleep here in a little bit, but I wanted to get that information out to people. I hope that they can make use of it. I mean, I tried to put together just a quick reference as to where to kind of pick up at. Now, I know a lot of people have been in the game a long time, and they might have only been out for a month or two, right? And if you're only out for a month or two, then you haven't missed a whole lot. What you have missed is just simple things like Infinity Watch, and it's going to make you mad having to pick up Infinity Watch. But I mean, it's not horribly mad. It does make you make a choice, though. It makes you make a choice as to whether you want to push X Men or X Factor. So I mean, that's the difficult part of the process. You know, because you only have so much mutant gear, and if you're going to donate all of your ISOs to something, I mean, you're wanting it to be useful. You know what I mean? Um, so you don't want to not do that. I know with the upgrade in the ISO stuff that we're getting, I'm hoping that we can eventually get both of them topped out, so that it helps in the Doom raids, the final areas of it. Um, but it kind of sucks if you're in those mutant lanes, like you're starting out in them for the 30% runs, because you've pretty much put all of your mutant stuff into Axemen already, and it's just going to be really hard for you to swap everything over real quick, and then all of a sudden, hey, now we're going to have to go to X Factor. It's difficult. Yeah, I had to start two streams. I think one of them is probably going to throw everybody off. I had to cut it because Jace woke up and came in here, and as much as I love him being up, it was like 10:30 at night when I started that out, and he needed to be in bed. It was probably after 11 actually before I started anything up. I let him stay up and watch a late night movie with me. We watched Howard the Duck. So I have to tell you right now, there's some funny stuff in Howard the Duck. I did not. I mean, I watched it because it was a comical thing, but I mean, there are so many variant stuffs in it that just make me freak out a little bit. Like, just watch it. I mean, the stuff that you forget existed back in the day that's there now. It throws you for a little bit of a loop. You're like, wow, I forgot that those kinds of things were really existent. Yeah, I loved it. I kind of felt a little odd. There were some scenes in there where ducks in the bath, and you're wondering like, why do they have those? And if you watch it again, you'll know what I'm talking about. I'm about to get overrun by a bunch of B flick characters here. Let's blind these guys so maybe I can get a little bit of heal action going here for a minute. Dude, I love Howard the Duck. I was dying laughing during it. I didn't realize how great that movie was from an adult perspective. I mean, there's a lot of dumb stuff in it, but when you watch it now, I mean, it's just. Even watching the TVs, you're like, really? That was a big TV back in the day? I mean, it throws you for a loop as to what we have nowadays compared to what was back then. What we thought was cool back then. But now, when you watch this movie, right, the big monster at the end, when you're watching it, does it not give you a feel of like Men in Black, the final bug alien from the first Men in Black? Oh yeah, I liked how he dropped underneath that diesel truck like a 4 foot tall guy in that suit. It was crazy. Yeah, I mean, I looked at it. I was like, wow, that looks just like the bug face from Men in Black. It freaked me out a little bit. Wow, that's a whole lot of nonsense right there. I just got my butt kicked by Ant Man and freaking AIM guys. See if this team will hold up. Oh yeah, the little chairs. Oh yeah. Hello. How are you doing, Michael? Don't worry, the channel's not big. There won't be a whole lot of them. It's just good to get people in here from our global. We bullshit around and talk a little bit. If you missed the first part of the whole run, we pretty much sit around and talked about where to start out at. So if you need that information, you can go back to the beginning of the stream and catch that. Otherwise, I'm just chilling for a little bit, and then I'm going to have to get off here and go to bed. I have to go back to being a normal person in society tomorrow. Yeah, I have to go back to work, unfortunately. Been off for about a week, and I've enjoyed every bit of it. And after watching it, I kind of want them to make a Howard the Duck character for this game. Come on, we should start a petition. Howard the Duck would be a great character for this game. He's been around since I think that was what, an 80s movie? So, you know what I'm saying? He's practically deserves a spot. We should make we should focus on some villains. We've got so many heroes right now that we can mix and match. We need some villains. We need like Apocalypse. We need Omega Red. We need. I would like to see a series of Sentinels. I mean, we have so many mutants in the game. Have Sentinels in here where they get bonuses if they're attacking mutants. You know, I think that would be absolutely amazing in this game. I mean, you've got Omega Sentinel, Sentinel Prime. You've got Bastion. I mean, there are so many different potential Sentinels that you could be able to get out here and deal with. I kind of would like to see Sentinels. And then you've got really crazy people out there. Omega level mutants, you know. I would still love to see Apocalypse. I really want Apocalypse. I want Apocalypse. And I would like to see Angel, the character Angel, either as Angel or as Archangel. And that way you could do X-Men Wave 1. Whatever you want to call it. But then I want Howard the Duck. Yeah, you heard me. Howard the Duck. He needs to be in this game. Why you would not have him in here, I don't know. I don't know if they can do Captain Planet. I don't believe that is a Marvel licensed group, is it? I think another company owns that. But I mean, Howard the Duck would be. I would love to see him pop up in this game. Yeah, my friend was saying, hey, I love the outfit that you've got for Black Widow now. I hope you enjoy it while she's in stealth like 80% of the time. That hurt my feelings. Oh, you want Captain Planet, huh? I still think they could do a lot more with some of these characters that they've kind of left off with. Like if you're doing villain wise, like I'm saying, Apocalypse, Omega Red, the Sentinels. Think about, we now have Silver Surfer in the game. How about doing some Heralds of Galactus action? I think that would be really good. I would like to see Heralds of Galactus in there. I mean, they gave us Infinity Watches, which is pretty cool, but I mean, it's not the Heralds of Galactus. I kind of thought that was what direction they were going to go with, not Infinity Watch. Man, I can't get past freaking Groot. Okay, I'm starting to like this Doom character. I mean, after acquiring him, he wasn't the biggest fan block I had, but I mean, he's doing pretty good. He's a beefy character. Not bad, not bad. I need to sink more into him though. Yeah, Doom is annoying. I will give him that. Doom is definitely annoying. Um, but I mean, were there any questions anybody had? Any cool stuff that anybody's seen in the game that they wanted to ask me about? Or I mean, I'm not saying, oh yeah, I'm the best guy to ask questions for, but I mean, I'll do what I can. I'm going to put this guy in and I'm going to put that guy in. I'm going to waste some time with these characters and we'll see what happens. I kind of feel like if I do Scientist Supreme with a bunch of Doom bots, it's going to be roughly the equivalent of doing Ultron with his bots and Scientist Supreme. Yeah, I don't like this grouping right here. This Korath is like insta killer. He like one shots people all the time in my grouping. I'll build like 5 characters up here. Alright, so now I've got 2 of these guys out here. Let's get this defense up going and see if my Doom can bring this back. Uh, find out correct team orders for which thing. It depends on what you're talking about. Every raid has different team orders, different team stuff. Um, there are maps out there that will help you figure out certain aspects of the game. Um, but I'm not sure I get that question, Cappy. How do you find out correct team orders for all? Oh, you mean like who's the first to pick? Okay. A lot of these I do in my head, and sometimes, like, I mean, I've watched the videos on how to one-shot nodes in DD4. So the targets that I'm trying to target are ones that have either given me problems from my team build, or that I've seen give other people problems, and I try that in the mix. Um, for example, like Crossbones here, his AOE at this level like really does decimate most of my characters because I'm not super well built. But normally, like you look for me, I try to take out the guys that offer heal blocks or heal their team. Like Korath does a heal block and it's a really powerful one. He also can put up a taunt, which I don't like. Winter Soldier does a heal block. Uh, Iron Fist over here has a powerful ultimate ability and he does heals. But Crossbones does the big AoE burst. But for me, I most of the teams I base around, I'm trying my best when I do them to build something that can continue on. So that you want heals. That's why you pick like a Scientist Supreme, which offers some heals. So when I'm targeting, I want to get rid of the people that heal block me, because I'm trying my best to be able to continue to heal. And to do that, I have to get through the tanks and then the heals, and then I focus on the DPS. That's typically the order I go in, unless there's just a super powerful DPS. Like if I see a Black Bolt or a Captain Marvel, my goal at that point is to try and not take them out first necessarily, but to stall them, to keep them from being able to do their abilities. Put a stun on them, put an ability block on them, so they can't just blow me up like you saw in the 7.5 when you first go in there. It literally is a straight death run. We're going to try this set right here. I think this right here is going to be boss. So I look at it like I used to play World of Warcraft, right? And when I was playing World of Warcraft, in any raid you go for, you try to take away the healing mechanic. All right? You always wanted to keep your healers up because your healers kept your tanks up, and then everything was focusing on your tank, right? So if your tank was doing his job, your healers were keeping him up, and the healers were keeping themselves up, then they could slowly pull back your damage. The damage is the least effective thing in the game to get rid of. They're normally squishy and they're easier to take out afterwards, but you don't want them to heal, so you want to keep their ability to heal down, and you want to keep their, you want to get rid of their tanks. Typically, once you get rid of their heal, like once I get rid of Scientist Supreme here, the rest of this is just going to be cakewalk. And I don't like speed up and turn based games. I mean, it's just a basic thought process to go through. You know that Black Widow gives a speed up. You know that Hulk does taunt. You know that Iron Man here is going to be your biggest AoE problem. So while there's no taunt up, I will go ahead and attack the damage dealers. When a taunt goes up, then I have to focus on the taunter. And sometimes I'll go ahead and I'll start focusing on the taunters so that they don't get the opportunity to stall me. But that just comes down to basic tactics. It's not anything great. Yeah, right there. Swole's pretty much got it in a nutshell. Get rid of this stuff. And in this instance right here, since I've already got him down at red, I'm going to try to get rid of him. But then my next target's going to be like Scarlet Witch, because she spreads out the life gain. So I don't want her giving life. Well, I see Minerva back there too. I'll probably hit Minerva next. But this way, I can just, since everybody's already up, I can start doing this and it'll be good. Yep. Speed is the biggest effect in this game. It's a turn-based game, so naturally if you have faster stuff. Yeah, I saw Minerva back in the back eventually. The Scarlet Witch threw me off, so. But I'm going to want to get rid of her, and then I'll try to take out the operatives here because they do the stealth with heals. And then I'll focus on everybody else. Yeah, Falcon's speed up is just nasty. That's right. Speed up. If you have an opponent out there that's going to do speed up like Black Widow or Falcon, they become prime targets. And most of that's just coming from like Swole and I've been around for forever, so we've played a whole lot. So you figure out, hey, target speed, target heals. There we go. So I spent 50 cores because I didn't start that one out too early. Let's see here. What else do I want to get into tonight? Oh yeah, I forget about that. Like if you see Gamora and Nebula, don't let that work. If you see, what's another good power couple out there right now? If you see like Red Guardian and Black Widow, or Captain America and Black Widow, that's pretty bad. Um, Coulson and Fury. Oh yeah, Proxima and Corvus. Uh, there's all kinds of stuff out there. I mean, if you see the second part to it, try to stop it. I mean, but that's how we do it, Cappy. We've just been around. We've seen a lot of stuff. We know that it's a turn-based game, so speed up is the most beneficial thing that you can have, and you don't want your opponent to have it. The faster the characters, the worse off you're going to be. Let's get this payday done. Fastest 2.4 million ever. Have I done a roster review? No, I've not done any roster review. I've just been kind of chilling. I'm I need to get on and do a roster review. I need to go through my roster. I need to have somebody else go through my roster, but I've never done that. So and no, I'm not going to do your roster review because you bought like two accounts and one of them's like God tier. Yeah, if you don't target the speed up characters, they're going to just flood you with attacks. Um, so I mean, it's like having it's like playing against Infinity Watch, right? There's two characters that you want to target first when you're targeting Infinity Watch to even hope to have a chance to beat them, and that's Phyla-Vell or Nebula. Oh, you got rid of the OG one, or the Super OG. Why'd you get rid of it and just get back to your normal one? But I did want to go through here. Like somebody was asking about the Strike Pass, right? Right now with Misty Knight in the Strike Pass, it's pretty good. You've got 10 days left on it. Uh, and there's a lot of good stuff in here. I mean, you're going to get premium orbs. You're going to get, I mean, this isn't the best one, but you're going to get all these cool things that are in here, right? So, I mean, you're getting ability orbs, you're getting training orbs, you're getting gold fragment orbs. So, I mean, these things are really useful. Oh, it's a long story, huh? Well, we got time, man. You're getting materials here. So, I mean, oh, the account had gone through like 5 different owners. Mm, that sounds like that's complicated. Yeah, but I mean, you're getting a lot of ABC materials. You're getting a lot of your uh, basic gold materials. And then you get down in here and you're getting more Misty Knight materials. And then you're finally starting to get into your ABCs down here that you're really wanting. So this is not a bad value. And the little bit of gold and the silver at the end's really good. So it was a dirty account. They took it away from you, huh? Sorry to hear that, man. But now when you go through here and you're checking out your real-time arena, like I haven't even started this yet, but Bishop is prime. So, I mean, Bishop is huge. And then the rewards for this are just crazy. I mean, it's the same thing in essence. And this helps you get into Doom. So if you've not ran Doom yet, these are great. Yeah, but now you only have the one account. That's why you kind of left ACC, huh? You only have one account and you need that in the big group. I was wondering what kind of happened. Oh, Adam Warlock is banned right now. Let's see here. Who do I really want to put in this grouping? I'll stick with a striker. We'll see what happens. I dare say you weren't too far behind anyway. I mean, I know you bought that big account, but, you know, it is what it is. At least you're the kind of guy that would buy an account and know how to play it. You know what I mean? Here we go, guys. Let's get you some music up in here. Is that better? Uh-oh, did I freeze? Maybe they quit. What do you think? Did they quit? Oh no. I hate when it does this. I'll load this back up. By the way, I'm using BlueStacks. So for those of you who don't know what BlueStacks is, it's pretty cool. BlueStacks is an emulator. I've got BlueStacks 4. You can also use it, I've heard, if you wanted to try to get into Marvel Future Revolution. You have to run the 64-bit version, but you have to have a VPN to let them think that you're in Canada. you sent me your roster in Discord? Alright, I'll take a look. I'm sure it's still way up there. Probably a lot higher than my stuff. I'm not trying to go whale. I'm just gonna do what I can. If I get support from people or whatever, and they want me to do something crazy, like, hey, I want you to buy this whole thing. Here's some money. Buy it. Then whatever. I'll do that. But I'm not gonna go stupid crazy anymore. I can't see myself wanting to do that or having the urge to do that. I hate Durham. Well, there goes that link. We'll just put this one on auto and see what happens. Yeah, it froze. The game froze. I had to come back. But anyway, I can't remember who asked us that information last night as to where to start at. I think it was Coach, K-O-J. I might be wrong. Is it back now? I'm going to be cutting this stream here in a little bit. It's good to see all of the pretty faces, though. All the cool people in here. What's up, Warlord? How you doing? We're getting by. Living the dream, right? Yeah, you were telling me about that. Do you like it still, or is it like the, what was it, Marvel Future Fight or whatever it was from the last thing we tried, and it was interesting, but it just did not go well with me. Oh, I like seeing all the happy faces tonight. people doing the playbacks. I'm going to use this combo. We'll see how this works. Yeah, so this is what I discussed at the beginning of this game. So if you're just tuning in, if you're just coming into the thing, welcome to Mad Tinker Gaming. Enjoy it. We've got some really smart people in here, some brilliant players. And then there's myself. I'm not a brilliant player, but I'm here, So you can ask all kinds of questions and do all kinds of things in here, and I'm sure there'll be a lot of people that can answer your questions. But the start of this was, where do you want to start if you're coming back to the game? So I was like, hey, we'll do Asgardians, because that's going to get you Black Bolt. You build the Inhumans to get Ebony Maw. You work on Black Order. They're not the top tier, but they will get you into what you want to do. And then you focus on X Factor and Pimtech. If you build the Pimtech up, you get Jubilee. You throw that in with your X Factor, you get Adam Warlock. And then eventually you spend money and you buy Infinity Watch. And I think if that's the process you go through, you're only going to get a couple of bum characters, and most of the stuff you have, you'll be okay with. You'll be fine with. You'll be able to go through that, and there's only a few of them that are in the War Store. I think Longshot, Sif, and there was another one that was just solely War Store material. So it's one of those where I feel like if you really focus on it, you'll be able to not waste so much materials, and those are all ones that are pretty decently farmable. You'll of course have Cole will be a stoppage, Shatterstar will be a stoppage for you, but most of them have nodes that you can get into and you don't have to worry about it. So Swole just keeps making them gains, These are also players that are all from our global, so if you need questions, you can always look around for them. Like I'm saying, if you're just getting back into the game, don't try to do every aspect. Just try to focus on building a decent little arena team, getting some coin, getting your, credits and charges that way, and then just keep going. But I mean, if there is a difference of opinions, let me know. I mean, these were the ones that I looked at, and they were the ones that were the most easily farmable, in my opinion, and the ones that will give you the best chance if you do come back to the game, if you've been gone for a while, if you're just starting to get back into an easy flow of the game. It's not going to make you top tier. It's not going to make you number one, but it will get you back to where you feel mindedly relevant. And if you're not in that stuff, hey, look. Infinity Watch, Doom, that's the top tier stuff right now. Infinity Watch, Doom, Silver Surfer, Kestrel, money stuff. But I mean, right now I'm looking at the game, and there's not anything that I really just see out there that I'm wanting to be like, hey, I have to upgrade this really quick. I have to do this. Other than Infinity Watch, I think Infinity Watch is going to be like the next Black Order team. They're going to be around in the top for at least 6 months, and then somebody will be complaining too much, so somebody will come up with we have to get rid of that kind of mentality. But I don't know. I hope they make it like Black Order did. But like I'm saying, there's no team out there right now that is not got a choke point in it. There's not one. Every meta team or every top 10 team that you're going to come across has its choke points. There's not a stop point for it.
This is Ice-T and Stone Cold Steve Austin, and
we're on a mission to get America to switch to cold water washing with Tide.
it saves you energy.
And that saves you up to $150 a year on your energy bill.
Plus, Tide cleans better in cold than the bargain brand in hot.
Turn to cold because Stone Cold said so.
Turn to cold with Tide.
For great savings, buy Tide Hygienic Clean at Target.
Performance based on Tide Power Pods versus leading baking soda packs.
I think I might have this one. Yeah, I hope people don't get overwhelmed when they come back. I know a lot of people want to focus on war. I still think raids are more important overall, but war is where people tend to define their alliances. You want me to, well, I don't have that where I can put it up on the screen right now. I can't open my Discord, but I will have to change this around here. I don't know if I can switch that around. Let's see what we've got right here. Yeah, I'll have to work on getting that brought up for that. It's not going to let me go straight to Discord after I've already got my OBS studio set up. I can show you my roster. You want to see my roster here? Well, here we'll go. We'll go right over here to my roster. These are the ones that I'm trying to farm and build up to go ahead and get them to T15. That's why they're in my little loved section up here on my little hearts. Things I'm farming. Here are my big guns. I only need 191 more shards on Kestrel.
Get down to the B-side.
Anything in here particular you all want to see? Yeah, focusing on war makes way too much complications. You're having to build like 16 teams, divulge a whole lot of stuff. If you just go straight to arena and raids, you'll do a whole lot better. You want to see my Doom? Alright. Here's my dome. Yep, that's it. That's the trick to it all. The Doom Raid's a little odd now because you're having to do the ISOs. I would still focus predominantly on 7.5 and getting to where you can do like a 30% Doom. If you can do those, then you're good. Yeah, and try not to get straight war defense teams. You'll feel really bad like later when a team comes out like they just made H for H and then Infinity Watch dropped and Infinity Watch kills H for H. Yeah, Swole's right. I mean, focus on the offensive aspect, not the defensive aspect. You know, do a lot better. Damn it. Superior health catalyst short. If you're going to 6 red star right now, what is your Infinity Watch for like? Well, it depends. If you don't have the Infinity Watch souped up, Kestrel is actually a counter to it in other groups. So they're hand in hand. It just depends. Yeah, it just depends on how your Infinity Watch is looking. If your Infinity Watch is up good, then yeah, get that Gamora up. She's the beast. Oh yeah, then Gamora Kestrel Surfer. If you don't have Infinity Watch ready to go, like if you didn't spend on it or whatever, then I would put Kestrel first. And no, for Infinity Watch, it's Gamora, Nebula, Phyla. Those are the ones that you want. Those are the biggest ones you want. The other two are, even though Adam Warlock is your legendary guy, he's the filler in it. He's the one that people swap out when they do mirror matches. Him and Moondragon. You can put Doom Kestrel in. You could put Doom Sinister in. You could put just if you take out Moondragon or Adam Warlock and dump Kestrel in or whatever. I need a lot more of these. See, this is another thing, right? If you're starting out in the game, farm the suck out of these ABCs. You're going to need them. You're going to need every bit of them that you can possibly summon and muster. The ABCs, the health ones, or sorry, the SBCs, whichever one it is. Superior Focus Catalyst. Superior, yeah, the SBCs. SBCs you will need more than everything in the game. There are like 3: the damage one, the focus, and the health. If you farm those on daily bases, I mean, if you're still farming character shards, great. But if you're not farming character shards, other than like key specific ones, any excess energy you have, put it into farming SBCs. 2 pieces short tonight, guys. 2 pieces short from getting him to 15. That's sad, isn't it? Yeah. I like having you guys back in here. It's great having you guys back in here and bullshitting again. This is what it was like back in the day, guys. I missed this. Being able to get in here, swole chit-chatting with me.
You gotta know that this ain't living. We could run from
Let's see who all's in our global right now. Send him a good message. Let him know I'm still thinking about him. They're all a visual. They all get to take part. Yeah. Yeah, we used to get in here in between Whale and all them. Now, tomorrow night, I'm gonna see if my parents might watch them tomorrow night, and then I'll get on here and do some PvP. I'd like to get back into doing a little bit of PvP. I will lose a lot. I want to do that hot noodle challenge PvP. Yep, those are the 3 big ones right there. The health one, the damage, the focus, and the basic SBC. Yeah, every day. Every day I'll sit there and farm them. And if you see any of these to buy, the controllers, sorry, you can't see my finger pointing at the screen, but if you see the little controllers over there, right? That way. You see those? Buy 'em. Doesn't matter. As long as it's a controller thing, most of the useful characters in the game are controller based. So you'll find a whole lot of good stuff in controllers. You'll run out of them. Show the swole. What do you want me to show, swole? I can't do that right now. I'm on BlueStacks, and I've got my system set up to show the BlueStacks screen. I don't have it set up to show my Discord. I will have to do that later, and I might try to do that tomorrow. Maybe. We'll see if I can get it to where I can adjust a second video capture, or second window capture, and do that. Then I will show your stuff, okay? You're one of the oldest friends I've got on here. I will show your stuff as soon as I can figure out how to do it and make it work. And then after that roster review, I'm going to start charging for it. I don't know, man. Should you charge for that? I mean, you're not supposed to ever do anything for free, right? And I know a lot of people that charge to do a roster review. Of course, I'm also not famous. I'm also a peon, and y'all are just my friends. So that would feel like really asshole-ish.
American National Insurance joins us commute already in progress.
Buckle up. Why are you in my car?
Just drive. Hey, how do you know if your insurance is good enough?
I don't know. Lowest price, state minimum. Who are you?
Relax. American National gives you rewards like
I see the dad joke.
custom equipment coverage
I see the dad joke.
Wow, sign me up.
Okay, but what first?
Find your local agent today at AmericanNational.com. Products and services may not be available in all states. Terms, conditions, and eligibility requirements will apply. National Group Inc.
All right. So the next thing is we have to get me more popular, guys. I have to figure out how to do that. I'm trying to lose weight, get a little bit more healthy in the face and body, dieting a little bit, just trying to make myself a little bit more presentable now. I've had to do a whole new setup, so you know, I think I'll be a decent looking YouTuber. Maybe not as good as, like, I don't know, Valley Flying or OMG or Casino or Goofy Rexy or hey, welcome to the club, Jay. How you doing? Welcome to the Tinkerer Club. If you have kids, we call them Tinker Tots. If you're a kid, we'll call you a Tinker Tot. It's all good. I eventually want to get some merch, man. How you doing, Wheezy? Yeah, well, welcome to the live stream. If you're new here, you can click the subscribe button, click the like button, click the bell icon. That way you know when I do this stuff again, and then, you know, maybe it shows YouTube that I'm not sucking at my job, which this isn't my job, but I mean, I would like it to become my job. By the way, for newer players or whatever, the way I go through this on my daily stuff, right, which is pretty cool. I go down through here, and like when I see the, well, of course I'm going to give my donation to my alliance. I have to do that. My alliance boys are my mates. But when I go through here and I see my villains and my heroes stuff, my heroes campaigns, when I go into those, I'll just instantly do the 3 of, and I'll go to the SBC. Oh, you're gonna dump me 375 power cores? All right, I'll have to figure it out, man. I do want to see your stuff. I want to put it up. Oh no, nobody wants to be as strong as me. Hey, 375 power cores is 375 power cores. That's a refresh in DD4. Get my challenges out of the way. What do y'all feel about the new little mini challenges? Having them all be based on your ISO. But yeah, hey, like I was saying before I got sidetracked here, if you're new to the channel, you know, share this with your friends if you like the content we're putting out here, if you like the streams, if you like the information we're sharing with y'all. We're a pretty good group of guys. Just, you know, subscribe, click the like button, click the bell icon. That way you know when I do stream again. I normally stream like every Saturday night if I can. That's what my old schedule was. I'm going to go try to go back to that. But I'm going to do other streams and other videos. I've just been off this week, so I've enjoyed streaming pretty much every other night. Now, there are things that we talk about on here that are just stupid because we're friends. We just sit around here and chill. And that's the whole point of it. It's a good gaming atmosphere, a good gaming group. We're trying to get more people from global in here to just be able to relax with us. once I can figure out a little bit more things, like I had to stop. There was too much going on in my life, and it took me a while to get back. Like I said, it was like 6 months before I came back to streaming. There's been a lot going on in my life. Oh, you want to see Swole's roster or my roster? I can throw mine up here in a minute. Let me finish some of this stuff out. I don't mind sharing my stuff. I remember starting with Davi. Alright, well, Cappy, you enjoy your evening, and I hope you have fun. Hopefully some of that information, and if there's any questions you want to ask, you can put it in messages, and I'll respond to the best of my ability. If there's something that I missed, I mean, we've been talking for a long time. You can go back to the start of it. There was a good, 30-minute spill about what I would start with if you're coming back to the game. So you can always go back and watch the beginning of this, and it should be able to help you guys figure out where to start at and how to reprogress if you're coming back to the game fresh, or if you've been away for a while, or what teams to try to sink into to get yourself a little bit ahead into the metagame. And everybody on here has different opinions. Everybody on here has different things. So don't take my word as it's the solid. It's the way to go. It's 100% right. But in my opinion, the way I've played, the way I've performed, that's the guiding direction. And those are the easiest things, the easiest characters that we had gone through, or that I could find for people to farm relatively quickly and with ease to get where you want to get in the game. Now, is it going to make you a top tier player? Are you going to be in a top 25 alliance based off of it? No, but you'll probably feel a lot better. But just remember, don't focus on everything at once. If you're not wanting to super focus on war, don't necessarily strive to be in a gold 4 alliance or a platinum alliance. Just settle down with a good group of people that you can get along with and play with. And that will help you out a lot more than striving to get into the best or to spend so much money to try to get caught up. Because really, once you get to a point, you're going to get into the wars that no matter how much money you've spent, you're going to be behind. Because the top tier alliances have already spent way more money than you, and they have teams way more maxed out than you. Like I said, I'm at this area in war where I'm not really having fun in war, but I love my raids and I love the guys I'm with. So that's the best thing to do. Just enjoy everything. I'm missing out on all the combo going on in global, aren't I? It's okay though. I'm here with you guys. Oh, they think you and I are the same person, Swole. All right, but for those of you who are on here and you wanted to see, I don't know. His name is Him. He's in NXT Tactical Warrior Assault Team. I don't know if I'm hotter or not. There you go. You're a big old muscled man, Swole. I don't know. They were talking about you guys, and they were saying, "Oh yeah, there's this guy," and I was like, "No, but I'm not super strong. Swole's probably stronger." Oh, you having to go get that workout in? But for those of you who did pop in here, I know somebody was asking to see this roster here, so let's see what I've got, so I can show you guys. I know Jay just got in here, so here we go, Jay. This is for you guys. All right, let's get over here. We'll click on my roster here. All right, I have a bunch of highlighted guys up here at the top. They're not great, but they're the ones that I'm trying to keely farm or to upgrade so that my Doom roster will be better. This is how I break down stuff, so that I know, my long shot and shatter star combos, my Polaris. I'm trying to rank them up, get them up high enough to where I can get into ISOing them all the way up where they need to be, leveling them up. That way I can hopefully add a Warlock higher. Red Guardian, of course, to do the skill military stuff, and Doom. And of course Pimtech here. You gotta have the Pimtech. And Squirrel Girl's up here as a love just because I need to upgrade her really bad. But now here are my big guns right here. Alright. If there's any specific person you want to see, Jay, you just let me know. There we go. Dad bods are greater than muscle bods. I don't know. I wish I had a little bit more muscle. I'm just getting old, is what it is.
Pursue others. It's to hold your hand while I get to experience more.
I guess there's a lot of questions that come with it.
All right, but anyway,
Do you need me
back to
watch
this.
the
So,
kids while you go
Jay, you still in here?
the other
Anybody you want to see in particular?
Where should
I'll
we
just start
begin?
scrolling down the screen again.
Follow and listen for free on Spotify.
Yeah, NXT. I know what it's actually for, but I'm not going to say it because I'm on YouTube. But the NXTWAT is Oh, okay, cool. Well, I'm scrolling through it right now, Jay, so you can take a look. If there's anybody key that you wanted to see, or any team specifically you wanted to see, you can let me know, Jay. We get to see from my highs to my lows. Look at all those little orange guys that need gold. I will, Swell, I'm going to try to get your roster up tomorrow. We're going to give them something to look forward to, okay? My next stream, I will try to get your roster up, and we'll see what we can do with that. All right? His roster is better than mine, Jay. Swell is just amazing. But tomorrow night we're going to do I will try to get Swole's roster on here. I'm going to have to set up a second window capture so that I can bring up Swole's roster from my stuff. I've got to be able to bring it up in Discord and then get it to pop up well, and we'll see what we can do. Is that good with you, Swole? I will try my best. I do have to work tomorrow, so when I get in, I will try to get that set up. But I do want to PvP tomorrow, so let's see what we can do. Collab work. So you like the roster there, Jay? Yep. Yeah, I got it going for you, didn't I, Swole? You are now the big man. You are the Swolio in Global. Oh, look, nothing good from my red stars. Some Misty Knight, that's always helpful. Have y'all noticed that right after the strike pass for a character ends, I typically get more of them in those characters? All right. Now, I'm sorry I'm typing in global while this is going on. You get to kind of see both, but this is how I have to deal with things, man. My global is fun. I love my global. I love all the people that are in it. Y'all are great. I'm making people famous. You need to get you a big pic of you on here, Swole. That way people can see you all ripped up and muscularly. Yeah, I think him wants to challenge you to some PvP, Swole. Alright. So let's see what that gets me over here.
Introducing Butt Time, a new podcast that eavesdrops and calls between your favorite artists. Like Kyle,
I don't know if I should say that.
Dave One from Chromeo, and Ezra from Vampire Weekend.
I actually think that the sound of the dawn of time exists.
Yeah, it's a shakuhachi. It's a Japanese bamboo flute.
Kanai with Dave and Vita.
Do you play games at all?
I don't play anything. Butt Time.
We're back for urgent times.
Cut now to listen for free on Spotify.
He's calling you out, Swole. He's calling you out. Him is calling you out. I saw somebody in here earlier. I can't remember. Oh, there's Shanny from Final Strike Force. closer here. I just want to get this red guardian here, and the rest of it's cake batter, I guess. Trying to clear out all these orbs I've mysteriously acquired here. Big gold! Big gold! Big gold! Oh, nope, no big gold. I don't ever get big gold. I opened like 7 orbs and got like 1.2 million gold out of it the other day. That's embarrassing. I need these gold events to come around more often though. Payday would be absolutely phenomenal. Let's see what we get out of these orbs. This right here is where everybody's going to be stumped up, man. You're going to get in here and you're going to be in here trying to get ISO materials right and left. It's just, it's not going to work out very effectively with everybody. Alright, how far am I away from a... I'm at 1400, huh? So maybe I can get me a 6 red before it's all said and done. Still got 5 days. Alright, goals for this year. Break 500 subs. I would like to get to 1,000 subs. Break 500 subs, I will be a happy camper. Oh, you want to see what's going on in global? Alright, here you go. Yeah, the talk of the great mighty Swolioso has disappeared for a bit. This other guy here, he's like, oh, I'm better than Swole. I'm bigger than Swole. Nobody's bigger than Swole, right? Oh, they're calling you out, Swole. They want you to pop up in global. See, you're more popular than I am. It's like I'm using you to get cred. I feel bad. Well, I've done all the raiding I can do right now. We didn't start a Doom because some of our guys still don't have all the necessary components to get in there, I don't believe. Where do all these orbs keep coming from? Dang, 23 armory, 14 orbs. Swole, they're wanting you. They're craving the almighty Swole. If that doesn't give you a good feeling in your heart, make your head swell up really big, I don't know what will, bro. They miss you. Oh, they want to see that roster, Swole. I'm gonna have to figure out how to get that set up for tomorrow. gonna have to try to figure this one out. Anybody have a quick way to bring these rosters up to where they're just gonna be flashed up on the screen like normal? If you are in here and you know how to... I'm not trying to use you as clickbait. So I talked about you for 2 minutes and then Global went off. They miss you, bro. See, I'm looking at the stuff you sent me in Discord and I'm trying to figure out how to get it to... Okay, this is a little better.
My wife, Marmy, threatened me because I shuffled the cards more than 3 times.
I told him the rule is you shuffle 3 times.
How many times do you need to shuffle a deck of cards? On every little thing, we track down the experts to settle your bets.
That was some of the world's best mathematicians had to think about that for a long time.
Find out the answer to this shuffle kerfuffle on every little thing.
I'm in shock.
Tap now to listen for free on Spotify.
Alright, I've got all these messages here. Let's see what I can do with some of this stuff. I'm not sure if I can get Discord to come up in here or not. Let's see what we've got. No, I'm not going to do that. Oh, I'm not going to put it on today. I'm going to put it on tomorrow night if I can get this to work. I've got to set OBS to where I can get some images. Let's see if I can get a display capture. Oh, there we go. It's still not bringing it up super good though. What's the stream looking like right now, guys? Am I jacking it up? Oop. There we go. Is that better? Alright, this is the start of Swole's roster here. Boom. Alright, we're getting this on here. We'll work it around here. Let's see what we can do here. Alright. Here we go. Here we go. Alright, so this is the start right here. How's this looking, guys? Everybody seeing this? Is it okay? You got this? that's the first images he sent me. So that's the big one right there. That's the grand and glorious, right? Now let's see here what we can do about. Here we go. We're going to stream down through this here. Let's move this. I gotta figure out how to get this to work. This will be an odd pressed thing to do here later, but there we go. Here's the roster. Now I can just scroll it over here. There you go. Oh, you want the saved squads? Alright, let's go to the saved squads. Alright, here we go, boys. This is the one I'm sure everybody's going to want to see. Alright, here we go. This I'm going to have to do this right here. So it's on this one. I'll redo this tomorrow night. We'll slide through here. But it is now up, and that's cool. I can set up the display too. I'm going to turn it off for right now so I can get back to normal things. And you can see me again. But now I have that figured out. I am going to clickbait you with the alliance, though. Alright, so I figured out how to do that. I've got that stuff in Discord. I just had to redo a whole display capture. I'm going to set that up tomorrow, and then I'll be able to slide through there and show that. So, I hope everybody could still hear me. Were you able to hear me while all this stuff was going on? So we can put that stuff up tomorrow. We can let that be seen. It might not be the greatest. I'm not the most affluent guy on the internet, but now that I can figure out how to do this stuff, will be good. I said, yeah, come on in here and invite people, share this stuff. It's all good. I'm glad to be in here and glad to get out and see stuff. If, like I said, the information that people had asked me about, like where to kind of start at if you're new or you're getting back into the game and you've been out for a while, that was at the very beginning of the stream. There's little places here and there where we talk about it, but most of the stuff we're just doing, we're trying to just, be able to work stuff out, set stuff up. I want to get back into this, start doing a roster review. I will go over his roster a little bit in depth tomorrow when I actually bring stuff up. See the characters that he's got that I want. It'll be good. So, we will start chilling and kicking stuff around. And now that I can set up my Discord to accept stuff, I will start trying to do that. I think I have a Discord of my own, but I'm not sure. I'm going to have to set my own Discord up, guys. I've been using just my Alliance Discord for a long time, and I don't want to trouble ACC with setting up a room for me. So I think I still have mine out there. I will set that up. But thank you all for coming. I'm going to cut the stream right now because, well, it's getting late, and I still have to get up tomorrow and function as an adult and get my son dropped off so that I can go into work in the weekend. But I'm thankful I got off from last Friday through now, so I've been able to spend some time with him and doing this stuff late at night. It helps that I'm working a second shift. My schedule will be changing soon. I will have to start working a third shift. So, depending on the hours, my scheduling on here will be a little bit different. Hey, Him, how are you doing? Swole's in here. I'm sure he'll chat with you. It's good to see you on here, buddy. Oh, I just backtracked through the live and you can see parts of it now, but I will be doing an actual full review of the roster tomorrow. Yep. You can still scroll. This will stay up on there. It's in there, but I didn't really review it. I didn't go over it. I just tried to get it to where I could pop it up on the screen, enlarge it to where people could see the information, setting up a display capture so that I could do that from the stuff he had sent me. And that's what I'll work with tomorrow. But if you want to be here and see this stuff, hey, click that subscribe button, click the bell icon so you know when I do this. If you liked it, you can give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, you don't have to leave me nothing right now. There is a Patreon. I don't really expect people to give me anything. I put it up in case somebody has way too much money and they decide to, toss me some stuff. You're more than welcome to. But I don't expect anything. It's hard times for everybody. However, I will promise that if I do receive patronage from anybody, it's going to go to like basic stuff like house payment, utilities, internet cost, and game. That way, that's my word to y'all. If I'm getting stuff from you guys, it's going to go to basic bills to keep me doing this stuff, or into the game so that I can do stuff. Now, if you send me money for something specific, be like, hey, I want you to purchase this. Here's the funds for it. Then, hey, by all means, I will do that. But I'm not big into that. I know that's what a lot of guys are doing, and I'm wanting to try to broaden my horizons and do more things like that. There will be other games on this show. I want to do some stuff for my son. So I'm thinking about doing like Cuphead or Bendy and the Ink Machine. Oh yeah, see, there you go. Like I said, you can scroll this stuff back. But I will be getting on tomorrow night. I'm hoping Swole can join us and we'll talk about his roster a little bit in here. And get things just set up and try to do things well. So I am hoping to try and get in here and gain support, gain following. And I hope that everything goes well for everybody. I hope everybody's lives are good. I hope everybody's doing well. My life has had a large change, but I'm back. And I'm trying to get back to where I can spend more time with you guys. You're like my fam, too. So, I do appreciate everybody that's here. Thank you all for coming and watching me. Thank you all for supporting me. I give everybody props from our Global who've been on here. I love these guys. So, come check it out. And I'll keep doing these. I'll keep streaming as long as I possibly can until I can't anymore. And hopefully we can build a good family here. Thank you all very much. Welcome to Mad Tinker Gaming if it's your first time here. And I'll catch y'all later. as always, thanks. Bye.